Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita. I'm back with another video. So on this video, I want to teach you guys how to delete any account from your credit reports. So I made a lot of videos about student loans, bankruptcies, charge-offs, collections, any of those accounts, late payments, how to remove that from your credit reports. But I kind of want to make an overall video on how to do it. And then also I want to teach you guys a few things, a few tricks that I always tell people to do just to make sure that those accounts do come off. Now, if this is your first time watching my videos, make sure you guys like this video, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm going to get straight to the point. I don't want to waste any time because there's so much that I have to talk about, and time is precious, you guys. So I don't want you guys just to be watching the video and not getting what you need. So first off, let me say this. You need to know what's on your credit reports. I tell people to go on Credit Karma to see what accounts are on there. And also you can look at a company called Identity IQ. You can get your credit reports for $1 for the first 7 days. And then after that, they're going to charge you $21.99. I believe I have that link in the description. That's what you need to do first to get your credit reports. You can also use a company called Aura. They'll show you some accounts on your credit reports. Plus, they'll also protect you. So you can check that out, aura.com/Rickita. Definitely check that out to see what accounts you have on there. Now, as you guys start working on your credit, you're going to start getting results like this. 91 points increase, 83 points, 63 points, 90 points, 113 points. You're going to start getting results in your credit scores to go up like that. And then you're also going to see things like this. Hey, you got these inquiries deleted from your credit report. More inquiries deleted. A public record, which is a bankruptcy. A bankruptcy was removed from your credit reports. Another one, a bankruptcy removed from the credit reports. Some accounts, like say if you had just some bad accounts, maybe you had to do like bankruptcy in the past, maybe you had like Navy Federal, Best Buy. This is what you're going to see on Credit Karma. So I want you all to have Credit Karma no matter what, because you're going to see these different things on there. Okay. Now, when you guys look at your credit and you're thinking about what account to remove, I tell you guys to remove accounts. I personally will want to remove any account that have more than 5 late payments, and depending on how old that account is, if it have more than 5 late payments, and then also any account that's inaccurate too, and it's a bad account. So most of your accounts, if you look on your credit reports, you on Identity IQ, you'll see they have inaccuracies. You'll see that they have different date opens for the different credit bureaus. The payment history is not right. The date of last activity, the date that it was open, all these different things will be inaccurate. So if it's like a collection, if it's a charge off, it has to go. I don't care. Like those accounts, they have to go. Bankruptcy, late payments. If you guys dispute late payments, understand that they may delete the full account. Okay, so now we know like what accounts you need to remove. You know how to get your credit reports. Credit Karma, Identity IQ. You can also use Aura, get your credit reports and get protected at the same time. Now what I want you to do is I want you to look on your Identity IQ credit reports and see what accounts you have, what addresses you have on there. So I have an example right here of someone. If you can look, we have Experian in the first we have Experian, then we have Equifax, and then we have TransUnion. So if you can look under former or fraud alerts, it's like the fourth thing on the left-hand side. Under Equifax, they have different names right there. You have to get those different names deleted. So you're going to see additional names for you. I would just suggest you have just your first and last name, okay? And then also you will see where it says previous addresses. You need to get all of those previous addresses removed, especially if you had a lot of negative accounts there. So look at this example, 3214 North 2nd Street. If you guys apply for, let me see if I can find it. You see how we got the Navy Federal, the Best Buy, Kickoff got messed up, so you had to delete it. The self got messed up. If you guys have these negative accounts and you apply for them accounts on at that address, the 3214 North 2nd Street, you have to remove that address. A lot of times all of these addresses on here are attached to an account, so that's why I tell you all to remove those different addresses, because when you remove it, it's going to make that next step that we have to do easier. So to do this, all you have to do is just call the credit bureaus and tell them to remove that address from your credit report. Say, hey, I have this address, it needs to get removed. It's not my address. I stay at this address. All these other addresses need to get deleted. Now, I believe I have, let me see if I have This is the letter that we're going to go over, but I thought I had, let me see. I don't have the phone numbers for the credit bureaus here, but you can easily do a quick Google search to get their phone numbers. I do give you the addresses. I don't have the phone numbers, and we're going to go over this next. I just wanted to check that out. So remove all of that first. That's going to be like crucial, you guys. Trust me. Remove all that first, because you're going to see your account start falling off when you do the next step. Now, depending on what accounts you have on your credit reports, if it's a charge off, you need to send out letters to really attack those charge off. It's a bankruptcy, you need to send out letters to attack the bankruptcy, you know. So let me show you the different letters that you guys can send out so you can understand what I'm talking about. So this is a letter for collections. It's actually 6 letters in total that you're going to send out, and it's a method to it. So it's 6 letters in total. It's going to take you about 3 months to send them all out. Some people want to get all their stuff deleted in a month, so they're not going to go through the full 3 months of sending out letters, but you just never know. Sometimes collections can be stubborn, and then you have to file complaints with the Better Business Bureau, CFPB, and the Attorney General in your state. Now, I created some dispute letters for you guys. And like I said, these dispute letters, I put this together because I see a lot of people just having a hard time right now. Inflation is really kicking people butt. So I put these together where, say if you had a late payment, you can see you can get a package of 6 letters that I put together to remove a late payment from your credit report. You can get that for only $27. Like, yes, $27. So now after you get these accounts removed, now you will have a greater chance of getting approved for credit cards. So I have some for late payments, student loans, collections, charge-offs, and bankruptcies. So depending on what accounts you have, I suggest you send out these letters for those different accounts, and they're targeted towards like bankruptcies, charge-off, collections. Now I do have a free dispute letter. So if you guys want that free dispute letter, it should be in a description. You can send out that free dispute letter, but let me say this. If you send out just that free dispute letter, you're putting all of your accounts on that one letter. I really want you guys to separate the different type of accounts, because the different type of accounts have different type of rules. Such as like your collection account, they have different rules on how they can collect and how they can report. A charge off, that's the original creditor. They have different rights. A bankruptcy is different because they're going to get that off of Pacer. They're going to get it from LexisNexis. That's a third party like company kind of thing. That's totally different. So I do suggest you guys get the different letters. And with late payments, if you know you were late for real, you're really begging them to take that late payment off. So, and then also you're not really begging the credit bureaus, you telling them, hey, you need to remove the late payment, updated as paid as agreed. That's something that you're doing. So now that you see the letters, you can go to Rickita.com and get your letters. Now that you see the letters, let's actually go through this collection letter, okay? So this is the collection letter. I said it's going to take about 3 months to actually complete and send out these letters. The process is going to be this. Month number 1, you're going to send letter number 1, okay? And then if you guys do not get the results back that you want, then what I want you to do is I want you all to go to month number 2 and send letter number 2 or letter number 3. Letter number 2 is if they respond. Letter number 3 is if they don't respond. Letter number 4 is going to go to the actual company that's on your credit report. So say if we send something out to Midland, you need to send that letter to Midland. So you're sending out 2 letters that month. And then the next month, you're sending out 2 letters also. So you're going to send a letter again to the credit bureaus, letter number 5, and then letter number 6 is going to go to that company that's on your credit reports. I do suggest that when you're sending out these letters, oh no, I didn't share my screen. Here it is right here, you guys. Let me do like a quick run through again. But month 1, you send a letter 1. Month 2, you're sending letter 2 or 3, depending on whether or not they responded. Plus, you're going to send letter number 4, and that's going to go to each company, like the actual company. Like we send it to Midland Credit Management, LVMV Funding, then you need to send it directly to them. And then month number 3, you want to send letter number 5, and then letter number 6 is going to go to the actual company. So letter number 5 is going to go to the credit bureaus. I do suggest, like I said, I do suggest that you guys send it out certified. This is a certified receipt. I'm going to show you guys how to actually fill out that letter, but this is the actual certified receipt. This right here is going to allow you to track it, and it's going to allow you to be able to say, yes, I definitely sent you this letter. You definitely need to remove this account from my reports. A lot of times, if you guys do not send it certified, they will ignore you and you have no proof that they ignored you. One of the biggest things is, if they ignore you and if they do not respond in 30 days, the credit bureaus is going to remove those accounts because they're unverifiable. But if you don't send it certified, then you have no proof that they did not, respond to you. All you have is to say, I've mailed it, but where's your proof that you mailed it? So definitely send it out certified. Now, let's go ahead and look at the actual letter. I told you all you can get your credit reports from the Aura, Identity IQ right here. If you guys want more one-on-one help and you want me to actually send the letters off for you, definitely join my memberships. You can get that mentorship. We meet up twice per month. And then also you can send out the letters. You'll have unlimited letters. So you don't have to pay $27 per package. You get as many letters as you want. And I can also fill them out and send them to you so you don't have to play the guessing game. So definitely join the mentorship. Now, these are the addresses that you're going to send it to. These are it. So Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, that's their address. Now, this is letter number 1. So all of this, you see X's here, but that's going to be some juicy information that you guys are going to need to keep there. So you're going to keep all that information there. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your date of birth right here where it says insert your date of birth here. Also, you're going to want to put your address and your social security number in here. And I did this as an example for a previous video. I want you guys to list out your account. So this one says this is for portfolio recovery, and then this is the account number. Find out what's the account number for each of your accounts, and also find out the name of that account, okay? And then I want you all to list those accounts on here. Now, in this example, we have it here. But to make sure that our letters are very effective, you can put these accounts anywhere. So you can put the account here if you want to. You can also list your account here if you want to. That can be up to you also. You can also list your accounts here. I want you all to find your own spot and put them there, and try to be sneaky about it, because it's going to be they have a computer system called eOscar that's just going to scan this letter. So if you put it in a different place, it's not going to look like the same letter as anybody else. Even though you're going to have different accounts listed, still, you guys, please put it in a special place. You can even put it right here at the bottom. Again, you can put it right after you list your personal information. You can just list those accounts, because the computer is just going to scan it and pick up those account numbers and match it with your credit reports. Plus, they're going to match it with your social address and date of birth. And then also, I want you guys to put your first and last name here at the bottom. Do not sign this letter. Now, once you all fill out that letter, that's letter number 1. That's the first letter you have to send out. I really want you guys to send it out certified, and tell Siri, if you had her, hey Siri, set a reminder from 35 days for me to send out more disputes. Okay, added. And she added it. She added something. I couldn't even say it. But she added it. It's 35 days. And I say 35 days because you need to give them time to actually get your dispute letter. And then also I'll say about 5 to 10 days, you're going to want to track it to see if they actually got it. Once you find out they have it, then you mark 31 days from the date that they actually have it. You can tell her again, hey, please set a reminder 31 days from this date for me to send out more letters. And then you can remove that old reminder, because that's the date, because they have 30 days to respond. So once they get the letter, they have 30 days to respond. So the next day, you're going to look at your credit reports. You're going to pull your credit reports again. So don't pull it from Identity IQ. A lot of times that's what people use. Do not pull them too early, because you want to pull them at the right time. Now, some people, like I talked to somebody yesterday and I told them, hey, you trying to get this done fast, you really need to send out all your letters certified. That's something called premium disputes. If y'all in the membership, that's where I'm sending them all out certified. I'm tracking them. I'm actually personally putting my hands on those letters. So I tell people, you do want to send them out certified, but some people they don't. Now, if I see something wrong, I'm not going to personally send them out certified, because these things right here is think about $5 for each one. So about $15, you're going to send it out to all 3 credit bureaus for the first month. Okay. Think of it like that. Okay. If you all do not have funds like that, you can send it out with just the stamp, but you are giving up you're giving up so many rights. And what you can do is when you send it out with just the stamp, I want you to go to the post office and have them actually stamp it. And if they can put a date on it when they stamp it, I don't know, ask them for anything. It's just a thought that I'm having right now. And then take a picture of it that it went out, so it can show your name. It can show who you actually sent it to. That may not be a great form of tracking, but it's better than nothing. So I'm just telling people that can only afford like stamps. And I do suggest during this process, just go get you a book of stamps. So these are just some stamps that I'm using right now. Is usually 20 of them on your book of stamps. So definitely go get you some stamps and just send it out. And if you all have any questions, definitely let me know. But this is what's going to help you remove those accounts from your credit reports. Like literally, if you just go through and do it just like I told you, find those collections, find those charge-offs, and put it on the collection letters, put it on the charge-off letter, and send it into the credit bureaus. You're going to get such great results. Now, say if you have collections, charge-off, bankruptcy, you have everything, late payments, all of the different accounts. You can put all those accounts on those different letters, but you can put all the letters together. Well, I mean, you can have 4 or 5 letters and then send it to the credit bureaus. You can do it like that too. And when you guys get to letter number 2 and 3, not just 2 and 3, but when you guys get to the point where you're sending letters to the actual company, please understand that, say if you have an account with Portfolio Recovery and you have 5 accounts with them, you can list all 5 accounts on there. Don't think I got to send a letter out for each one. You only send a letter out for each one for each additional collection. So say if you got LVNV funding, Portfolio Recovery, Midlink, you have to send out 3 letters. You can put them all on the letter to the credit bureau, all them accounts and their account numbers. But when you're sending out a letter to the company, you have to make sure you send out one for each company. So like I said, too, that's how I was helping clients that's in my membership get these kind of results, helping them remove these different accounts from their credit reports. So I'm only telling you things that I have done. And then also for myself, I messed up my credit so bad, you guys. That's how I learned how to do this, because I had to go through this phase. Like I had to learn this. So I know that my life has changed so much since I actually just went through and just fixed my credit. I really didn't know anything about credit then, like especially compared to what I know now. So when you guys going through this journey, as soon as you know how to fix your own credit, you don't have to worry about, oh, can you do this? Can you fix that? You already got it. So if you mess it up again, because I fixed my credit and I had to refix it because I messed it up again. But you guys will know the process. Like, oh, I already bought the letters. Let me just resend these letters in. Let me go through this process. And if you guys get to the point where it's like you already do the complaints with the Better Business Bureau if you're not getting results, please reach out to consumer law attorney and try to see if they can help you possibly sue, because now you have a great paper trail and showing that they have not done what they needed to do. If you guys have any questions, definitely call me 833 Rickita. I'll be happy to help you. And you can also schedule a call right on my website. So the same place where you guys are going to get the letters, you guys can actually schedule a call with me. So let me show you where that is at. You can also schedule a call right here where it says schedule a call. So use that, schedule a call. I'll be happy to help you all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.